Please state your full name
Rodolfo Martinez Laguna Jr.
and your age,
19.
and are you a college student or not?
Yes.
What is the common sense?
Well, I believe the common sense was typically advocating the independence from Great Britain.
But basically, it was a pamphlet that Thomas Paine handed out
Yeah.
in Philadelphia. Who invented or came up with the common sense?
Thomas Paine.
What is the Declaration of Independence?
It's basically an act that gave us the independence from Great Britain.
An act.
Something like that.
It's actually the formal declaration of separation from Britain, and it was adopted by the Second Continental Congress on July 4th, 1776. What day did the Declaration of Independence get formally adopted?
July 4th, 1776.
How did the common sense directly lead to the Declaration of Independence?
Well, basically, the common sense pretty much made the colonies realize that they could be independent from Great Britain.
Well, Thomas Paine actually sold like 150,000 of the pamphlets, and he made no profit on it. So basically, he just took all the money and gave it to the revolution. Who helped form the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Paine, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Franklin. Shout out Benji.
Well, Thomas Paine had something to do with it because, he started off with the common sense. But Thomas Jefferson, he's one of those big names. Please state your name.
Markel McKay,
How old are you?
24.
And are you currently a college student?
Hell no.
First question. Do you know what the common sense is?
That I do. It was written by a wonderful man named Thomas Paine way back in the day. It was a pamphlet, if I'm not mistaken, that he wrote arguing basically on how he wanted to separate from the British Union.
Who created the common sense? Well, you already answered the question, but you can answer it again.
Thomas Paine.
Do you know what the Declaration of Independence is?
The Declaration of Independence is the document that they signed to declare their independence from the British Union.
Do you know what day the Declaration of Independence got formally adopted?
I know that it was signed on July 4th, 1776.
Do you know how the common sense directly led to the Declaration of Independence?
So seeing as he sold so many copies, he made plenty of valid points in there too as why the colonies should separate from the British.
Do you know who helped form the Declaration of Independence?
Benjamin Franklin.
Anybody else? Besides him.
Who was the British are coming? The British are coming. Oh, that's Paul Revere. Didn't John Adams help with it too?
Yeah. Do you know why this is important today?
Why what is important? This Declaration of Independence?
Yes.
I mean, yes, for the United States, this is a historical event.
If it wasn't for them creating the Declaration of Independence, we wouldn't have got the Constitution. We wouldn't have kept going on as America. We would have still been just the 13 colonies. And we definitely wouldn't have had Western expansion, which is why it's important. Please state your name.
Paula Galvez,
How old are you?
24.
Are you a current college student?
No.
Do you know what the common sense is?
I think it's a pamphlet.
No, it's a pamphlet. Do you know who made the common sense?
Thomas Paine.
Do you know what the Declaration of Independence is?
It was the Declaration of War. It was the declaration of the beginning of war.
Not quite. The Declaration of Independence was a formal declaration of independence from Great Britain. Do you know what day the Declaration of Independence actually happened?
July 4th,
You know, a year?
19. No.
1776. Do you know how the common sense directly led to the Declaration of Independence?
Because it was created to help us separate from Britain, from Great Britain.
Yeah. So the common sense was created to kind of like get people's heads into the mindset of becoming like an independent country versus depending on Great Britain anymore. And since they did that, the Declaration of Independence started. Do you know who helped form the Declaration of Independence?
Benji Harrison, John Adams, Samuel Adams, Benjamin Franklin.
Some of the famous people that actually like helped put it in motion. You know, there was a lot of them. Thomas Jefferson. You know, do you know why this is important today?
It's part of our history, and we should study our history because it teaches us about the past, and it just teaches us the mistakes we made, the sacrifices we made, and how we can move forward and not do the same thing again.
Definitely, and if we didn't have the Declaration of Independence, for God's sakes, we would still be controlled by Britain. Please state your name.
Rigo Cisneros,
How old are you?
26.
Did you graduate college?
Yes.
Do you know what the Common Sense is?
No.
The Common Sense was a pamphlet that appeared in Philadelphia, and Thomas Paine wrote it. Basically, he sparked the Declaration of Independence. Basically, just saying, hey, maybe we need to get away from Britain and advance in our own independence and become our own country. He sold more than 150,000 copies, and he donated all the profits to the revolution. Do you know who created the Common Sense?
You just mentioned Thomas
Do you
Paine.
know what the Declaration of Independence is?
I know what it is. It's a form that was signed by former presidents and people from the House.
Mm-hmm. And basically it was just a formal document of the Declaration of the Separation from Britain, adopted by the Second Continental Congress. So
Okay.
you know what day the Declaration of Independence formally got adopted?
I'm gonna throw, I guess, here 1877.
No.
it's
It was July 4th, 1776.
1770. I knew there was a 77 in there. 1776. I know now.
Do you know how the Common Sense directly led to the Declaration of Independence?
I mean, I mean, just from this interview, I figured it influenced it in one way or another. Just don't know directly how.
So, since the Common Sense was written and handed out or sold, it sparked the Declaration of Independence because it got people thinking, like, hey, why are we still a part of Britain? Why are we not our own country yet? Do you know who helped form the Declaration of Independence? Like, any names, just off the top of your head.
I know one,
Okay.
because he was the only one that lived from Georgia, Button Gwinnett.
Yeah. Thomas Jefferson,
I was gonna say that one next. I just
Benjamin Franklin. Those are like the famous ones. Do you know why this is important to this day?
to this day.
Yeah, like why it's significant now?
I would say because I think it's important every day to understand that we aren't associated with Great Britain in a way that we would depend from them. So we're independent. I mean,
Exactly.
it's in the title, the Declaration of Independence, but whether it was named something else, I think it just establishes the independence, kind of like the Bill of Rights
Right.
establishes our rights.
Right. That's definitely it. That's exactly what it is. Like, because to this day, if it wasn't for this Declaration of Independence, we wouldn't be independent from Great Britain. We would still be a part of them. We would still be under mercantilism. We would still have to pay them in order to protect us when they're really
Like a
not.
tax or a tariff or
Yeah.
something.
So, and we'd probably still be like 13 colonies because they didn't want us to have Western expansion. So, without them, we expanded and made America.
Right.
So,
I like that.
that's why it's important today.
My phone number is 678-698-3244 for any of these ladies out here. Just, you know what I'm saying.
Please state your full name.
Hi, my name is Bob.
Do you know how the common sense like appeared? Like, do you know like what it was written on or how it looked?
A piece of paper.
On the Declaration of Independence.
Well, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. I
Wait.
think Barack Obama had a say in it as well.
Thomas Jefferson did it. But Thomas
He invented
Jefferson.
the light bulb though. Cut
I'm
that
gonna
out
let
the video. Cut that out the video. No.